one of the most consequential decisions that a sitting president has ever made. So where is he?
Yeah. You know, I'll let him dictate the terms of that. But the Joe that I know is somebody who did something that Donald Trump would never, ever do, which is to put the country first. And so we saw a selfless president in contrast with a selfish person in the way that he approached this. And so he'll, make a statement soon, I'm sure. But now I'm focused on the future.
Reports are that he was very angry and that he felt pushed out. Not that this was, a decision that he wanted to make.
Yeah, again, I'll let him speak for himself. But I think most folks, if you just look at my phone and the 500 unread text messages, are very excited and also just eager to do the work we have to do in the next 106 days.
But, I feel like it's remiss to just jump by all of this because it feels like he's already disappearing off the scene. Does that seem odd to you?
No, he's still the president. He is still working as Prime Minister Netanyahu comes to the Congress to see those hostages returned to their families, and he's working on that deal. But he is, as he always has done from when he went into the Senate and chose to serve even though he lost his wife and his daughter, and he was a good father and a good senator, he is now, stepping aside in a very selfless way to pave way for what's next.
But, none of this is that big a surprise. I mean, we're told that he like 9 months went by without a cabinet meeting. And that when there were cabinet meetings, they were somewhat scripted. I mean, the things that are coming out now about what we were told on the outside, he's fine, he runs circles around everyone, clearly were not what was happening behind the scenes. And now, Karine Jean-Pierre, we thought we were going to get a press briefing today on this monumental decision that happened not even 24 hours ago. No press conference today, but she's going to go on The View tomorrow. Just for the American people, Eric, what should they think about all of this? A lot of people go, this is crazy. Where is he?
Well, they should think that for the past 43 months, he hasn't had any cabinet controversies.
They're not meeting, apparently.
Almost no one from Donald Trump's cabinet.
You don't have controversies if you tell everybody what to say when they walk in the room.
But also just look legislatively how consequential he has been. Our kids will drive on the roads that he built. They'll power their phones with chips that he
don't they deserve to hear from the president then?
And he's going to speak to the American people. But again, there have been, his cabinet will show up at Kamala Harris's acceptance of her nomination speech. Donald Trump wasn't able to say that.
Okay. It wasn't too long ago that Senator Elizabeth Warren, Nancy Pelosi, they were being asked, it's so ironic, really, they were being asked if Kamala Harris should stay on the ticket, that she was a drag to the ticket. Nancy Pelosi was asked, and she said, well, that's who he wants. President Biden wants her. And now I find the transformation that we're hearing, right? Because it was like, he won't get out of the race. He won't get out of the race. Now he's a huge hero. Now everyone's lauding him. There was a time when it was, she's a drag on the ticket. Now she's the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, this is a lot for the American people to absorb.
I can't speak for them. I can speak for the Kamala I know. I've known her since 2005. We both got our start at the Alameda County District Attorney's Office. She's tough. She's real. She's smart. And to work in that office, by the way, where Earl Warren was the district attorney, you have to put the bad guys away and show compassion and mercy for people who are worthy of it. And she did just that. And most importantly, she's ready. And she's shown that and will show that. And so this is going to be a race now about the past and Donald Trump or the future, and also rights or reversal. The rights she'll protect, especially women's right to make a decision about her body, and the rights that, like that, Donald Trump has taken away with his Supreme Court nominees.
Tell me, well, the decision was to move it back to the states, and then the states decide about the rights that women have or don't have in that state.
In Florida,
which I know you understand.
6 weeks.
So talk to me a little bit about what we're going to see from Vice President Harris. When you look at the battleground states, which states do you look at and say, those are the states that, the battleground states that she can beat him in, she can beat Trump in? Which ones?
Every state that President Biden won and more.
Okay, so let's talk specifically about Arizona, for example. A lot of folks in Arizona very upset about what has come over their border, 8 million people in the past couple of years. She was supposed to be the border czar. How is she going to speak to that? Failure, really.
It was a failure of Republicans when the Harris-Biden team, the Biden-Harris team, agreed to the second most conservative border idea. That's Senator Langford in the Senate. He wanted to surge resources at the border. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden agreed to that, and Donald Trump said he'd rather have the issue than the solution. So she's in the solutions business. She'll stay in that business. But what people are really pissed off about in Arizona is that their right to an abortion is at risk. And Donald Trump put the people on the court that said that you could take it all the way down to 6 weeks and ban it, even with